Hey guys, what's up? Kelly with the Pier here at the 10th anniversary of the Closer to the Sun Festival in beautiful Riviera Maya, Mexico, with the even more beautiful Logan Rex of Artikal Sound System. What's up, Logan?
Thank you for having me, Kelly. It's so fun to be
course,
down here.
Of course.
Yeah.
So you just played a pre-night and
Yes.
you are definitely a veteran after 3 years in a row. What is your favorite part about Closer and what makes it a standout festival for an artist?
Man, it's so cool because, like, for the artists, it's just a really cool opportunity. Like, I was talking about with Corey from Fortunate Youth, like, since we travel so much, it's very rare that you actually plan a vacation. So this is fun because we get to, like, see all of our friends. We get to see, like, everyone we've met all over the country playing shows. And I mean, it's just beautiful. And I mean, where else can you go in December that it's, like, this warm and you can be in your bikini? So
That is
yeah.
true. You got to
Yeah.
play your whole set in your bikini last year.
Well, that was a really hungover day for me. It's a miracle I made it through that without getting sick. Yeah. So
So, what is a day in the life of an artist at Closer? What did you do all day? What did Logan Rex do at Closer to the Sun?
oh, okay. I hope it's not disappointing. I woke up like super late. I'm still on West Coast time too, so I woke up at like 10. I went straight to the buffet for breakfast. I got like 3 different beverages. You got to get a cocktail, a juice, and a coffee to really get the day going. And then I think we like kind of regrouped at the room and we just laid on the beach. Like the Eden Beach is so nice. And then I have never hit the water park. Like if you come to Closer, I gotta tell you, you have to hit the water park because how often do you go to a water park where there's no lines? Like, there was no lines
Never.
today. We got to the bottom of that thing and I raced back up. Like I got my stairs in today because I mean, it was so fun. I just hit it again and again. I'm not like a super wild and interesting person. So that was pretty much my whole day. And then I showered because I was like, I should get my hair nice for this interview with Kelly and the Pier.
So you already have 2 singles from your upcoming album. Yes. What is the vibe of this album going to be like?
Okay, this album is, I think it's fun. Like, you know, a lot of albums in our scene get released in the summer because they're very like beach vibe, kind of like summertime albums. This album is like the most vulnerable I know how to be. And I think there's a lot of cool, like alternative rock sort of influences in it. And so I'm excited that it's being released in like winter, spring, because it is like a little bit more like introspective. It's like definitely like the rawest stuff I've ever put out there. There's a lot of talk about like mental health, and I'm kind of like pulling myself apart and yeah, being honest with who I am. And I hope that people can relate to it. And I hope that it's a good album to get you through the dark months.
I'm sure it will be. You recently moved to California. Tell us how that ties into your next single, Get Me Out.
Okay, well, Get Me Out is cool because it's one of the only songs on the album that I didn't have a hand in writing. So actually, it was our guitarist Chris Montague, Ron Eisner from the Resolvers, and Sierra Lane, who has her new project Daylily. But it was so cool because it's so rare that we come across a song that like I didn't write where I still feel like it really resonates with me. And they had written it like long before I had ever decided to move to California. But by the time we got to recording it, I mean, it's just a great song, so I really wanted it on the album. But by the time we got to recording it, it was like really resonating with me. I was just like still sick of being in my hometown, really excited to move to California, and it just felt like the stars aligned for that one. So I'm really excited to get that one out.
Yeah, you moved to California to be with your
My
love,
Tony. I
Tony
know.
from Bikini Trill. Does that make a difference in how you were writing the album now that you have your man?
Well, a lot of the album was already written before, and I am interested to see, you know, like I have talked a lot about like heartbreak and kind of had like these breakup songs, and now I'm like, oh man, like I'm in a happy, healthy relationship now. Like, is this going to change my songwriting? So that is to be determined.
So no more.
So
You're an asshole.
Hopefully not. Like Tony better behave himself.
You hear that, Tony?
Yeah. He knows. He hears that a lot from people. Like even at Closer, people are like, "Don't make her write another You're an Asshole." So, yeah, he's a good sport.
So this past year, 2024, has been full of amazing new music, yours included.
Thank you.
What have you been vibing on this year?
Oh man,
You listen to music across all the genres.
I do listen to a lot of genres. I'm trying to think what I've like really been loving. Oh man, I don't normally like. I don't want to be like embarrassed to say this, but I don't normally get into like the pop girlies. Like even when I was little, I was like kind of an oddball in that way. But I can't get enough of the Sabrina Carpenter album. I can't. It's
I
like
did see your
so like
story
I love like
yesterday.
the sexual undertones of it. And it's just so fun and poppy, and she kind of pulls from all these different genres. There's a song on there, Slim Pickens, that's like super like Dolly Parton.
Are you in
So-
Sabrina Carpenter withdrawal right now in Mexico?
That I was just saying because like it's everywhere right now. Like even if I don't put it on, if I'm at the grocery store, like you can't get away from it. I've had to take like a little break, and it's been nice in Mexico because I haven't heard it. So I've been liking that. I've really been on a Paramore kick again. Like ever since Nathan asked us to be a part of his Pop Goes
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Pop Punk Goes Reggae project, and I really loved the album After Laughter. So that's not anything new, but I have really been loving that. And then all the new Bikini Trail music that's been coming out, like
you gotta support
I
Tony.
know. I've had like the inside scoop too as he's been going through the mixes, and their upcoming album is really cool. So I've been loving that too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We'll have to look out for that. So let's talk about Strange Ass.
Oh.
My favorite set from last year's Closer to the Sun. For anyone that doesn't know, what is Strange Ass and will it ever happen again?
I mean, I gotta think it'll happen again. Strange As is one of our like musical best friends is the duo Little Stranger, and like there was a set at Cali Vibes. Alberosi couldn't make it in. There was something up with his visa, and last minute, the festival asked if we would do it, and we were like, "Can we do it with Little Stranger?" And it was fun because like normally our sets, like we really know, we rehearse them, we keep them pretty tight, we know exactly how it's gonna go, and we like really try and keep it like not scripted, but like, you know, we really try and craft something for y'all. But with Strange Ass, like it was like so off the rails, and then they asked us to do it again last year at Closer to the Sun. And I gotta think it'll happen again just because we love those guys and we love making music with them, and it's like feels
The
like we
synergy
also
of
get
you
some
guys
surprises.
together.
Yeah, it's fun.
You had a little skit series, The Road, not that long ago.
Yes.
Any plans for season 2?
Okay, we got to talk to Surf Roots about that because we would love to do a season 2. That is like I like anything outside of our music. That's probably like what we're the most proud of. It was so fun to like talk about life on the road and kind of ham it up. And some of the boys are like Chris Cope is a great actor. Chris Montague's a great
all
actor.
Of you guys are.
Yeah. So that was really fun, but it does take kind of like a lot of work, like kind of like coming up with the storylines, which is a lot of Chris Montague, and then like also squeezing in like in between load-ins and load-outs and sets and meet and greets on the road, and then having somebody to film it all with us is a whole production. But Dave from Surf Roots, I'm pointing at you, dude. We got to get that thing cranking again. That was so fun.
Otherwise, the Fury is stealing it. So we're putting it out one way or another.
All right, we're in. Yeah.
What are some do's and don'ts for Closer for anyone who hasn't been here? Something you must do, something you should never do.
Okay, you should make sure that you stay hydrated. Bring your own sunscreen because it's very expensive down here. Don't start too early in the day on the cocktails just because they're available. It is a marathon and not a sprint. I've had to learn that the hard way. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, and you like when you get here, you should walk the whole fest first because like I did that for the first time this year, and I realized like I missed out on all this cool shit that otherwise I've been missing the past 2 years. So, and definitely, like I said, I keep plugging the water park, but like the water park, I'm serious.
All right, guys.
You got to get there.
If you've never been here and you're coming next year, make sure you check out the water park. So the pier has seen what's in your bag and your mom's bag.
Yes.
What do you pack in your suitcase? What's in Logan Rex's suitcase?
Oh man, this year I brought a lot of liquid IV. I think that was handy to have. Tons of bathing suits. Packing for Closer is like pretty easy because as long as you have cover-ups and like a pair of like shoes you can get wet and a bunch of bikinis, you're set. So it's pretty limited in my bag right now. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by, Logan.
Thank you for having me, Kelly.
And we'll see you guys next time.